Every kid gets a summer break, but the Scouts at Ransburg have 1 week that will shape the rest of their lives. On the banks of Lake Monroe, nestled in the hills of southern Indiana, lies 624 acres of adventure and the promise of lasting friendships. This was your week at Ransburg.
My name is Michael Schmall. I'm from Troop 133 from Indianapolis, and I've been coming to camp. This is my 5th year at camp.
This is my 6th year.
This is our 1st year here.
I've been coming here for 5 years.
I think that my first week of camp, well, my first year as a Boy Scout, has been amazing.
I have learned a lot about geocaching, rifle shooting, and search and rescue.
I learned how to make the dovetail notch.
I learned how to splice in pioneering.
I learned how to properly shoot an arrow.
I learned how to shoot a rifle correctly and search and rescue.
You can pop a spark off a spindle.
I also learned how to basically drive a motorboat. I thought it was very, very fun.
I learned that a guyot is basically like a plateau, except it's underwater, and that's what I learned. Yeah.
The ranch is home to Ransburg's horses and gives Scouts a close-up view of working with animals.
Most special thing about spending a lot of time with the horses is the fact that the horse weighs 1,000 pounds and they weigh 10 times what I weigh, and you really have to trust them and they trust you, and it's a really close relationship between the people and the horses for what you can do with them and what you can't do with them. Does everyone see our horsemanship requirements over here? They're name 15 parts of a horse, name 4 leading breeds of horse and explain the special features of each breed, describe the symptoms of colic, and describe 4 other health. You'll ride the same horse all week in horsemanship, and we have a lot of kids who come back year after year and do Wrangler, or even if they just come by and visit and they're like, hey, can I go say hi to Moon Puppy? She was my horsemanship horse. Because you really get to know your horse while you're riding him and taking care of him all week.
I started dealing with horses when I was about 10, and I really liked it. When I found out there was a horsemanship merit badge, I decided to do it.
I liked riding the horses, and I also liked grooming the horses.
I really enjoyed riding the horses too, because it's just fun to hang out with animals with me.
Scoutcraft takes the fundamentals of scouting, and there, Scouts realize that while technology may change, the basics of living in the wilderness stays the same.
10.9 feet, so somewhere in this vicinity is our cache.
As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservative.
So what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna set up the tent. I'm gonna time you guys so you can do it the fastest. Make a race out of it. We'll come right over here. Carl, your team's gonna go first. Carl and Jair. All right, you guys ready? Set, go. What I like about Scoutcraft is how it's the original components of the scouting program. So we have basic skills like first aid and cooking and pioneering ropes, lashings, stuff like that, all the way up to more modern skills with like geocaching and GPSs and search and rescue, which is a brand new merit badge this year.
I've learned a lot about the outdoor corps, how to be better at camping, what to pack, when to pack. It's helped me a lot. I wanted to learn new skills in the outdoors, learn how to be a better scout in general, and to top it all off, it's Eagle required.
Hey, Jared. Don't we just stick these in the ground, or was
The great thing about Scoutcraft is it connects and relates to almost every other area in camp. So you have things with first aid where you can use anywhere, waterfront to the rifle range, and then here in Scoutcraft as well. And it's also a lot of skills that you can learn to bring back to your own troop.
What made me want to choose Scoutcraft is I really like doing things outdoors, and I wanted to learn how to do them in a better, more proper way. What I think I learned this week is how to make a fire, how to set up a tent, how to purify water, and lots of other things.
Pioneering is a very interesting merit badge because it's either one that you kind of either get or you don't get. And it's really cool seeing them when they just really come in thinking that they're not going to know knots at all, not going to know lashings, and they come out knowing how to tie all these cool knots and lashings. Probably the most memorable one was a kid with a scout with limited use of one of his hands, and seeing him be able to go through and do the entire merit badge was really cool to see. So.
The climbing tower is one of Ransburg's most intimidating challenges, but for the scouts who brave it, they conquer their fears and learn to trust themselves and each other.
The climbing tower is awesome because it allows scouts to try something maybe they haven't done before. Nope, they're right here. Sweet. A lot of scouts come here with fear of heights, so it's always great to see a scout either rappel off the 30-foot deck or just climb up to the top and like pick the nose on the tower, just something crazy.
Let me try this one.
Yeah, it's like really relieving when I get to the top of the wall because like I have a sense of satisfaction. It's helped like teach me a bunch of skills I didn't have before.
It's always great to see just see them overcome their fear and start climbing.
It's really fun to work with the kids, especially the ones who get really scared and are afraid of heights. I used to be like that, and it's a great time helping other people conquer that fear as well.
Unbelievable! Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm like an expert. You're already on it, Wes. You got it. Lean out, walk right down the wall.
Put up scotch. Almost there.
Keep going, keep
Almost there.
Put it down to the bottom.
We're so close, Wes.
Almost.
So close.
Perfect. Spider-Man.
Got it. Go, Wesley.
Perfect. All right, stay there. Good job.
Awesome job, buddy. You did great. Good job.
This was a week to remember. You learned new skills, made new friends, and know that you did something with your summer. Whether you conquered a fear or achieved a goal, you gave it your all. And tomorrow, when you pack your bags, you'll take with you the memories you created and the experiences that will truly last a lifetime. That was your week at Ransburg.
I think all of the staff members are my favorite because they're all kind and nice and always help you when you need it. And I just believe that this camp is one of the best there is.
Favorite merit badge counselor was Ben from Pioneering.
Robbie. He's my favorite counselor.
I think I'd have to go with Teddy.
My favorite staff member has to be either Bill or Socks.
My favorite staff member is Robbie or Caleb.
Probably Joseph, who's in camping, because he's pretty laid back.
Gosh, seriously, I can't just pick a single favorite staff member because they're all so great. I mean, the guys at ecology, STEM, the waterfront, everybody just makes this place feel kind of like a second home, and it's really just an awesome experience. After this year at camp, I will be 18 years old, and therefore I will no longer be a Boy Scout. I guess I'll become a Man Scout or something. But I'm just gonna miss, being a part of the learning experience here at camp as a scout, going to classes and everything. But really, I'll come back. I'm definitely gonna come back to camp here, and I'm sure each time I'm gonna learn new things. So. That's something that's exciting me and gonna definitely keep me coming back.